What's up YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. I am Nelly, and today I want to share with you my own personal story on how I quit my corporate job, my corporate 9 to 5 in summer 2021, and how and why I chose purpose and self-respect over a paycheck. Today I'm really going to share my 5 key takeaways, my 5 key lessons on why I quit my job, what led me to quit my job, and how this could apply to you as well. So if this resonates with you, if you're finding yourself in a similar position, I hope that my video inspires you, and I hope that it equips you as well with knowledge and insight and wisdom for you to make your own decision about what is best for you in your life and in your career. The number one reason why I chose to leave my 9 to 5 corporate job is that I found that my core personal values were not aligned with the role and the values of the organization. Now, for me, that was a big one, because I really believe that our personal values are a roadmap. You know, they're like they guide us into what we're supposed to do, who we're supposed to be with. And I really believe that in this scenario, people don't leave jobs, they leave organizational cultures, and they leave bosses that they cannot stand or cannot relate to. And that was exactly my experience. I found that my values were not in alignment at all. I'm a person who loves autonomy. I'm very creative. I love excellence, and I also love freedom. And in this particular role, I was not able to express myself in this way. I was not able to be in an environment that celebrated those values. And it just happened that we just were not compatible, and I just did not want to be there. I really believe, just like in any relationship, 2 people can be great, but just not great together. And that is definitely what happened in that scenario and in my own experience. And the key lesson for this is to never, ever, ever compromise my own values. And I would also encourage you who are watching this video, to really ask yourself, what are your core values? And is where you are currently working or looking to work, do they share those values that you have? Are the values of the organization that you are looking to serve or would be interested in serving compatible with your own values? And that is definitely something that I take away with me, to never, ever, ever compromise my values, and to always be in tune with what I stand for. And that no matter where I go, no matter who I work with, whether it's clients or partnerships, to make sure that we have similar values and that our values align for us to be our best. The second reason why I decided to leave my 9 to 5 is because my time and energy were being sucked into my corporate role. I truly believe that our time is our most important asset. And in my situation, I found that my corporate role demanded a lot of headspace, a lot of time. So from early mornings to late as well, because of the time zones that I was working with and the clients that I had to work with, which left me with very little energy to really show up for my business. Now, I still woke up at 5 a.m. I worked late on my business, but I just found that it wasn't really a sustainable way of scaling my business and really show up to the best of my ability for my business and for my audience. I found that I was posting less, I was making less videos, my content wasn't as consistent, and I just was feeling very frustrated because I really wanted to really show up. Now, I still did what I had to do, but I felt that I could do a much better job to really be more present for my brand and be more present for my business. And I found that my energy was depleting, and because I was so unhappy in my role, and I felt that it was showing up into my business. So for me, it was really a deal breaker and a key factor into leaving my role, because I wanted to be all in for what I stand for. I wanted to be all in for my business, for my coaching, create the best content, create amazing videos for my audience. And I felt that working in a 9 to 5 whilst also having my business, because of the nature of my job, was not really sustainable in the long term, and found myself in a place where I had to choose. And I also asked myself, if I had 24 hours left to live, would I want to be where I am? Would I want to be in this job? And the answer was no. The third reason why I decided to take the leap and quit my job is because I was extremely unhappy. I was genuinely unhappy on a day-to-day. And I'm a believer that we are all responsible for our own happiness. And if we do not like something, it is up to us to change it. And in this situation, I found myself having to do just that. And I decided I didn't want to be unhappy anymore. I didn't want to wake up in the morning dreading each working day, dreading each Monday, and only looking for the weekend. No, I wanted to live a life that is exciting. I wanted to wake up and have the opportunity to work on my business, work on my content, and work as a contractor with organizations and companies that I feel led to work with and I enjoy working with. And I knew that staying in this particular job would require me to dumb down and become a lesser version of myself. So as I wasn't willing to do that, I chose my own personal happiness and mental health as a priority and decided that making this move was the right boss move for me. La quatrième raison as to why I chose to leave my job is because I wanted to own my schedule and live life on my own terms. I have always been a free spirit personally, and one of my values is freedom. I love to do what it is that I want. I did not want to be told that I had 30 days of annual leave to take and that I could only earn a certain amount of money with a capped income. That has never felt right for me, and I didn't want to live in this way any longer. I also never liked having a boss. I am a boss. I don't need to have a boss. So that didn't work for me either. And as I really grew more and more, into my own entrepreneurship journey, that became even more apparent day by day that I am called to live a different life. And for me, that desire and that need for freedom to schedule my days the way I choose to. If I want to work out in the morning and then have brunch with my girls for a couple of hours, then coach this client and then go to this class. And then if I decide, actually, next week I feel like going to Bali, I'm going to do that. And being in this corporate role didn't allow for such freedom because it was so regimented. So for me, this reason number 4 goes back to the point that I've made earlier, to be in line with my personal values. And that has what guided me to make that decision. And so many people are scared of the unknown. So many people are scared of the uncertainty, paralyzed by fear. And I really believe that the riskiest move somebody can make is by playing it safe. It's for me, the worst thing that can happen, because by playing it safe, we stay stuck. And I have the belief that we only have one life to live. And as for me, I want to live my best life. I want to live a life of purpose and of impact. And that required for me to make some bold choices and leave this job during this pandemic so that I could do just that. And reason number 5, which I think you may have guessed what it is. And the reason why I left my job is I am an entrepreneur. I love entrepreneurship. Since I've discovered entrepreneurship, really from what started as a side hustle, coaching on the side, and then it grew and then started to make, you know, different streams of income, I've discovered another level of life. And for me, that is real living. I love entrepreneurship. And I came to a point in my career where I had to make a choice. Was I going to continue to work in a 9 to 5 and, you know, this demanding job, and then trying to fit my business around it? Or was I really going to take that leap of faith, that leap of courage, and go all in on my business and give it 200% and live on my own terms by choosing the companies that I work with, and, you know, working in contracting and working as a coach with organizations, and as well as coaching my own clients? Which life was I going to live? I choose that life. I choose that life of freedom. I choose that life of entrepreneurship. And that is why I left, and why I never want to go back to a 9 to 5. I never want to go back to that way of working. For me, building an online business or online businesses in the future, and future endeavors as well, for me, that's real life. That's real living. And that is the reason why I left my job in a pandemic, and I'm so excited about it. So let me know what you think of today's video. What resonated with you? Which of the 5 reasons and lessons that I gave you are speaking to your own situation and your own circumstances? Let me know in the comments. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, like, and share, because there is somebody, I know that there is somebody that needs this video. So until then, let's speak soon. Bye for now.